I'm good before I sit there and take somebody on to be good as well. You guys like to be providers. You guys like to be head of household, been in charge, the whole 9 yards. Um, with that being said, you have to get to that level. If I'm delaying you from getting to that level because of the fact that I'm using emotion to delay you, then I need to, if I love you that much, I need to let you go so you can get to that level. If I love you that much. Now if it's real love, if it's real true love, we'll come back together. If it's not, then it's not, you know?
I mean, that makes sense, right? I do believe that's where most men would fail at, right?
Mhm.
It's more so of you know the level you're trying to get at,
Mhm.
and you know what it takes to get there.
Mhm.
But the thing is, where a lot of guys are afraid to end certain situations, although they might deeply be in it. Not know, like, how do I say it? So you, for example, you just said that okay, he needs to be where he feel he needs to be at before
I don't
y'all
know what he needs to
into.
do. I'm talking about me.
So you're talking about you.
Yeah. Like
So
me personally, I feel as though he needs. I don't know what his
Mm,
mindset is. I can't speak for somebody that ain't here to speak for himself. I just feel as though I personally know his capability.
mhm.
You get what I mean? I know what he's capable of. This man is a very strong man. He's very strong minded. He's a very very like he knows what to. He's one of the most honestly most smartest people I know, critical thinking people I know. But I feel as though sometimes if I'm at a point in my life whereby like I'm like, let's settle down. I want to settle down right now. Like, why
Mhm.
are we settling down? And he's like, yo, babe, I understand you want to settle down. I'm gonna settle down with you too, but right now I got it. I got other things in the works before I have to settle down. He has other things in the works before he has to settle down.
Mhm.
Just because I'm at that mindset right then and there, don't mean he's at the same mindset right then and there. I
Yeah.
can't sit there and deter him from what he has to do as a man to satisfy himself because I don't want to. I don't believe in divorce. I'm gonna just say that.
Mhm.
Me, I'm a one type of marriage. We locked in. Ain't no switching up. You get what I mean? So it's like I don't want a situation whereby
Mhm.
I rushed him, right?
Yeah.
Because I want to get married. I need to bloom or whatever. That's a lot of the thing with a lot of women. Like
Yeah.
they
But
rush a lot of men and then they end up having the men end up I wouldn't say regretting, but they end up having some type of resentment or some type of like, yo, like you should have just let me just do what I had to do and focus on what I have to do
with that,
before
I
marriage.
still think that is a choice. So the guys who do still go and continue to try to be in a relationship and try to like put a ring on a finger when they know that they're not mentally or physically ready to live that
You said
lifestyle.
is it mental?
That yeah, mentally and physically ready. Like if they go into that knowing that yo, I can't maintain the lifestyle she want,
Mm-hmm.
and I know what lifestyle that she want me to provide for her, but although I can't like maintain it, I'll still go ahead and go for it. That is on you. I
That's
think I
selfish.
think a lot of guys who do that are idiots.
Selfish.
Uh, it's not even selfish. They're not selfish, but they're not selfish.
Because my
The-
thing is, why wouldn't you sit there and classify that as selfish? That is selfish.
They're not selfish because just like you said, certain people will give them an ultimatum like, yo, we've been together for a couple of years now.
Then she's
If you're
selfish.
not going, you get what I'm saying?
Then
So
she's selfish.
yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So a lot of guys do get pressured to do it. And then there's certain guys who might do a dirt. And then when they did the dirt, like, damn, this is the only way for me to redeem myself, then I go ahead and do it. I think every man in general should understand that, yo, okay, I'm not the level that I need to be. I'm not the level that she want me to be, right? So the best thing for me to do is, okay, retract myself from everyone, retract myself from everything, and tell her, listen, this is where I'm at right now.
Mhm.
I'm on go mode right now.
Mhm.
Now you could be on track with me
Mhm.
and like understand that you're not gonna see me every day.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna be able to give you all the quality time that you want,
Mhm.
right? If you want to stay through with this, you can.
Mhm.
But for me, I don't want to put you through that. Now the
Absolutely.
decision is up to you whether you want to be with me or
There you
not.
go.
Now
Right.
most people don't do that.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And that's how a lot of people get attached. They start doing certain shit that they don't want to do. And then once they're committed, they get married or whatsoever, have kids sometimes. And everything just goes straight to
Straight
hell.
south.
So
Yeah.
that's where now a lot of guys really mess up in those kind of situations. I think a lot of guys that do fall for it, if anyone gives you an ultimatum to do something, I don't think you should do it. Anyone who do it at that point, I think that they're just
Selfish.
not selfish. They
The word
lack
of the day today
they
is
lack they
selfish.
lack like stoicism, and then they lack confidence.
I feel as though I agree, but I also do feel like you see how like you're like, yo, I'm on go mode right now. It's either you're on track or off track. Some people, right? I would be very selfish out if I would have sat there and some people okay, let me revert. Some people are better on to be on go mode dolly.
Mhm.
Do you get what I mean? They work their best alone. Mean now when I say alone, I'm saying like no distractions. Do you get what I mean? No
Mhm.
distractions. And some people work can sit there and multitask. Some people can do that. Um, I feel in certain situations, I've been in both predicaments whereby I'm like, you know what, we gun it together like that. You know what, I'm a ride the train, blah 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 blah, X, Y, and Z, and it's going great, but it's not going to the speed of what it would be if he was focused. Like, no distractions. I don't got to think about no girl. I don't have to think about no female. I'm just thinking about me, myself, and I, because I know the female I want, she's going to hold it down. She's going to ride it out. And if she don't, and she finds somebody that gives her exactly what she wants, I love her. I'm going to let it. I'm very, very, you know, so far as she's happy. You get what I mean? That's unselfish. But I would be very selfish if I know for a fact that he is better. His mindset is better when he is alone. And he can get so much more done. Everything that I've asked for, you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Done being alone. He's not like he's going to another girlfriend. It's not like, oh, it's like he's just in his game mode. Some men are best being in game mode. Sorry. Some men are best just being in game mode, being completely alone, no distractions.
Yeah.
You feel me? You should know you're very much like that. You need to be in game mode.
Nah, but the thing is,
Like,
yo, but I'm different more than like everybody else. The thing is, I know how to multitask. I could be doing 10 different things at once, and I get to get everything done on
a
time,
day.
right? But not everyone is that way, right?
Okay.
Wait, but there's a moment where you know, okay, all right, this is like prime time hour. Like this is like the end of the quarter. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And you got to put in that work and you got to score that buzzer beater. So I think every man should go through that phase. Most men go through that phase, and that's what create tough men. Tough times create tough men, right?
Mhm.
So that's the time where you understand, okay, cool. Your back is against the wall. Everybody done knock you down. Now it's your time to really grind and go crazy. And those are the time when you really need to isolate yourself. You go back to the cave, start cooking up, light up a fire. Now
But if
start
we're going
hunting.
back to the
That's how you
cave,
go.
right? Isolating yourself.
Hmm.
How can you isolate yourself if you're thinking about somebody else and thinking about, yo, I got to make sure my girl's good. I
Uh,
got to make sure she's
See, that's
eating.
the thing, right? Any guy who's doing like, let's say any guy who's like trying to be successful,
Mhm.
just to be like, oh yeah, now I can get the girls. Oh, I'm doing this just to get a girl. I think at that point, bro,
No,
you're gonna ruin yourself.
absolutely.
You're like the best thing you
You
should
do it for
do as a
you.
man is you do it for yourself. It's
Mhm.
self improvement. You understand? Okay, cool. I feel fulfilled when I'm doing this.
Mhm.
So the more you accomplish, the more you feel more fulfillment, and from there on, a woman will come along that is worthy to be there.
100%.
You feel
But
me?
sometimes in certain circumstances, right? You have a female that understands